So, should you follow your passion or just work hard? Well, it depends on how do you approach life, because there is really a lot said on each side of the argument, right? And it's been there all over the years. And some people say that no, you shouldn't really follow your passion because you wouldn't make a living out of it, and you first should make a living and like should make a good amount of money to like basically retire and at a young age, and then you can follow your passion. On the other hand, some people say that well, you basically should first off start to finding out what your passion is, and then make start making money of it and figure out the way how to do that. What's the point in it? Where's the truth lies in? So basically, they are both right in some ways. Why? Because uh, at some point you might not have a clue what you want to do, what's your passion, what's your main focus, like what's your big inner goal, that something that drives your inner desire, something that drives your inner lion, like for example in this picture, right? And you don't know what you want to do. You just try the this and that and this and that, and like nothing works, nothing seems to drive you. And what are you gonna do? You don't know, and that will drive you crazy because you will not achieve any good results in any of these topics. And alongside, you wasted a lot of time trying a lot of different things. So you can have an approach that combines them all, but that would work only in case if you know what you're passionate about, if you know what drives you already. In the meantime, well, what you can try is to take a different approach that just take some high leverage skill that's like would make you a good amount of money in a relatively short period of time, like 5 years, right? And build up to it, and build up to it as hard as possible. Work as hard as possible. Yeah, that's something that's probably you're not gonna be passionate about, but still you're gonna make pretty good money. And on the way, like just try to not dive too much deep into it, and try to stay clear to yourself that what's this thing that you want to do, like what's this thing that you really want to do. And on the way through, half the way through, for example, you might figure out that, I don't know, for example, you want to become a psychologist, or you want to become like you want to join the army or something else, like anything, anything that you will fire your soul, right? And at that point, well, what the smart way to do is to make as much deep research as possible, and try a light version of it. So, for example, you want to join the army, right? Okay, you can go online and research as much as possible regarding the army, regarding the schedule, regarding the trainings, right? Build yourself a routine and follow it as much as possible to yourself, and learn all the guidelines, everything regarding the army. Like, try to consume as much content as possible on it. Like, read articles, watch videos, maybe go to some veteran meetups and so on, and try to learn things. Try to see it, like see the picture, how it's going to be for you, without actually diving into it. Because at some point you might figure out that, oh shoot, I'm not going to dive into it. And at the same time, you continue to work towards this high level skill. Why? because, well, basically it's you're gonna make living out of it. And try to build it the way that you still have time to pursue these things, right? And try different things. Like, that's totally fine. That's the great approach. But at the same time, like, you are taking care of yourself by yourself, basically. So uh, what's this mean? That, like, you don't really need to worry that you are living off like the last penny. But at the same time, you're trying different things. Like, try to, like, for example, I don't know, with this example for an army, right? You go for a vacation of your like normal job, and you try to do the camp trip in army style or something like that. Like, figure out yourself. It depends really on the particular pathway you want to take, right? If you want to like become social media influencer, just take your phone and record videos and try it for yourself, and you see how it goes, and make it, like, give it some times to spare. Just notice how do you feel during the making it, and would you uh, would you be okay with making it for free? That's basically the thing that you want to try to find. Something that's so interesting for you, something that you find so helpful, like so valuable, and you see that you can provide value for other people, like your friends, yeah, I don't know, some random people on the internet, or your country, right? Some way that will fire up you, that you are okay with doing it for free. And if you find one, at that point, what you're gonna do is you gonna build your way, like, switching from your this normal job, this high level skill. Yeah, you probably at this point, right? You probably built up some good level of career here, so you don't want to just jump straight into it. If you like have a good amount of money saved up, good, but you must be aware that sometimes, like, it might take you some years to build up for the new leverage skill, for the new skill that you're passionate about, and to make living out of it. Sometimes it might take like 5 years. So what you want to do is to drag your work time down a little by little, and at the same time increase your load with this thing that drives you, right? And this smooth transition will allow you to work your way through. And at some point, yeah, you're gonna quit your job, this current job, and that's fine. That's fine, because basically you're following your way, you're following your purpose, and you're following the things that really, really into you. And at this point, like, well, what's happened to your life? You didn't lose time, really much time, just trying different stuff, right? And like living out of nothing, just I don't know, being homeless or some. No, you had a good chunk of money, but at the same time, you have tried a lot of things. So, like, it's not that you're fully into looking for the new things and trying out, and you're not in fully into the thing that you are into, this high level skill that you don't really like, and at some point you will start hating your job. And that's that this way you can make it through, because at the point that you've been making money and you tried the stuff that you thought that this and that would be a great idea for you to carry throughout your life, right? And at some point you have some good money and you find that something that you want to do till the rest of your life, for example, or for some a good amount of time, right? And so like it's okay to let go for this part of your life that was supporting you during your research, and then start building up this thing that you really enjoy and you're really passionate about. And this way this way you can make it all work. And so at this point you will be able to follow your passion and work as hard as you decide to. Stay focused.